built a house over there in Mexico because my husband at the time, he was illegal. And we were together since May of 96. And in 2000, we had decided that we were going to build a house over there. If anything would happen with the immigration, we would have a place to be. So we decided to build our home. We were working hard and saving, and we built our house with $45,000. We every so often we like to go to Mexico. Before we didn't go that much to Mexico because we both were working. But now that I am retired, we like to go at least twice a year to Mexico. This year, we might be able to go 3 times to Mexico. But my husband has a little bit of land over there. And when my husband gets there, his brother is the one that's taking care of the land. And when he gets there, he helps his brother with the land. His brother works the land, and he gets half of what my husband gets, which is the fruits that the land provides. But the land over there, my husband has avocados and peaches and plums. So when we go over there, and lemons too. And when we go over there, his brother sometimes sells his products and his fruits, and he always has a little bit of money saved up for when we get there. That's the money that we use to live on. Sometimes we go over there for a month, sometimes we go there for 3 weeks, sometimes for 2 weeks, sometimes for a month and a half. It just depends what we can do. Now that we are not working, we're able to take a little bit more time over there. So what I have decided was to explain to you guys a little bit of how this money works. Also of how much the people over there get in order to live on, how hard it is for them to even budget. They can't budget because they live day by day. Okay, so I wanted to show you that people that work over there, they usually get 200 pesos. Well, with 200 pesos, really, you can buy a little bit of food, but not even almost like a kilo. I think it would be like a pound of meat. It would be more than this. And they only make this working 8 hours a day to be able to make 200 pesos. Now the government is helping them and trying to give them the minimum to go to 300. But a 300 pesos is for the guys that work a lot, that they have to be really, really good workers that move a lot to be able to get the 300 pesos. If not, they only get 200 pesos. And with 300 pesos over there, I could buy 1 pound of meat and have 30 pesos back from all of the 300 pesos. They would only give me back the 20 plus a 10, which would be 30 pesos back from all of this, which they would have to work the whole day to be able to afford a pound of meat. So over there, it is very hard for the people to live there, and only the people that go from here over there are able to live a little bit better, or people that work here and take their money over there, they are buying properties over there. So today I wanted to show you how I budget when I go over there. I brought this because we're going to need some of this before we get there. So for example, I'm going to start budgeting and putting a little bit away for when I get there. And I bought this little wallet, and I'm going to be using it for over there. And then I will use this one to put this one to put inside of this one. Because over there, you got to be careful, because if people see you with money, they can steal. Where we live, it's not dangerous. It's not bad. Or if somebody sees you, but if they look at you and you don't want to call out, you don't want nobody to see that you have that money. So when we get there, let's say we fly from here and we go to Mexico. When we get there, we have a cab driver that we know. And well, he only does, it's almost like a cab driver, but he only does this work for us and a few others that he knows that they will pay him. Well, he's doing a little bit better than other people because he'll go once in a while and pick up somebody from the airport. But he pays all the tolls to be able for us to pass through. So, but we have to give him, when he takes us to our home, when we get there, we have to give him we have to give him 500, 1,000, 1,005, and 1,600 pesos. So 1,600. When people have to work all day for 200, him by picking people up from the airport, he makes all this money. But from this money, he's going to take out for gas, and he's going to take out for every toll that he passes, which some tolls are 20 pesos and some tolls are 50 pesos, which is a 50 peso bill. Okay? So, but he pays that. So what I do is I save this money and I'm going to put it here on my little wallet here. And I'm going to put this because when we get there, and we get to our home, that's the first thing that we have to do is pay him his money. After we get there, we, of course, our house, when we leave from there, we cover it up. As you see in the movies where people take vacations and they cover with sheets and stuff, well, that's what we do. So when we get there, depending on how long we've been away from the home, we have to clean. So when I get there, I don't have any food whatsoever when I get there. Which right now I'm having trouble opening this up, and I don't know why I'm having trouble opening it up. Let me see if I have one that I can open. I have one that I can open. So anyway, so when we get there, we don't have no food. So when we get there, we usually get 100, which these are new. These are the new ones that they've made over there because these here are the old ones. And these are the new ones that they just made. So what we do is we get 100 and about 50 pesos. And this is going to be for a meal, which is chicken, rice, potatoes, and tortillas, handmade. So this is going to be almost that amount, if not a little bit less. Also, for the next day when we get there, we have to buy our tortillas. And everything is made by hand. And if you want them by hand, they cost this every day, depending on how much tortillas you make. So if I have company, I have to put out one of these bills every single day because with the company, we eat a lot of tortillas. So I'm going to put the 20 pesos over here. After we get there, and we're there, for example, it could be weeks because I don't know when the electric bill comes. When the electric bill comes, we don't pay water, but we pay electric. When the electric bill comes, we have to give them one of these, which is 50 pesos. That's how much people pay for a month of electric. So this is eventually, we're gonna have to use this 50 pesos to pay our electric bill. So I'm gonna put it here with the tortilla bill. Also on Saturday, we're not gonna get there on Saturday, we're probably gonna get there on a Monday. So normally on a Saturday is when the people go out. It's called the plaza, where the people go out to the market and they buy all their fruits, vegetables, and meats. But we are not going to get there around that time. But we do know people that sell beef and that are willing to give us, which is called cecina. It is a dried meat. It's dried. It's not really dry, but they call it a dry meat, which it's passable. We can pass it over here. It's very good for those of you that don't know what a cecina is. So when we get there, right away, we buy meat, which if we just buy a pound of cecina, it's going to be 260 pesos, which I don't have any more 20s. So I'm going to have to give them a 300 and they will give me a 20 plus a 10 back. A 20 of the ones that I showed you and a 10 back of these blue ones that I have here, the 20 pesos, plus this one back, and that will be a pound of cecina. Also, when we get there, of course, we can't just eat cecina. So we get there and we have to buy all of our fruit and vegetables and just depending on the time, but fruits, vegetables, or onions, all of our things, because when I get there, I have to buy everything, but when I leave, everything that I didn't use, I give it to his sisters. So when we get there, we have nothing in our freezer. So what we do is we get some money, which first, before I get any of this money, I'm going to get either a 500 pesos or a 700 pesos, depending on how much the gas is, to put gas in our older, it's an old truck, for our truck that we have there. Just remember, we've worked hard and we were able to we bought a few years back when our kids and us went to Mexico to visit, and we always had to bother people to help us, and we were tired of that. So I think it was like $1,500 to $2,000 American money. We bought a truck, which is not new, but it's nice. It's a nice truck. So we have to put gas. Then we have to buy our fruits, vegetables, and all that. So you figure 200, 300, 400, 600, 700, and 800. We have 800 here, but I don't even know if it's enough to buy everything that I need. I might have to wait until the following week to go and buy the rest of the stuff. So normally, in the beginning, I have to come up with the, let me see, where's the pesos? I have to come up, normally when I start out, I have to come up with this much money to buy practically almost everything that I need for the whole week and a little bit over that. Sometimes when I first get there and I start, normally it's from 1,000 to 500 to 1,500 pesos that I have to spend, and then the following week it might be, for example, 1,000 pesos. And then on the third week, I might not even have to put anything, and I will just get away with 200 or 300 pesos to be able to Um, because if I'm stocked up and it's just me and my husband, we might get away 1 week without buying either hardly nothing or just a little bit. But remember, the people, in order for them they work hard just to get 200 a day, when in one day I spend this much. And what they get, they work 6 days a week, and 6 times 200 is 1,200. So I have here 1,500. They don't even make this in a week. So it is very hard for the people to live there, and it is very stressing. That's why when I go over there, I see it is hard. People do, they eat with the can. Most of the time, it's just like beans and tortillas, and they really like chicharrones. They really don't. They really don't use a lot of meats. They might buy a little bit of meat, but they don't use a lot of meat. Now here is the cents that they use there. This one here is a 10 cent. So I have here 10, 20, 30, 40. And then this is a 5, 45. And this is another 5, 50. So right here I have one of those $50 bills. The little 50 bills, which is pesos, 50 pesos. And with the 50 pesos, I can, over there, sometimes you can get about a kilo of tomatoes, which is maybe, I want to say 5, 6 tomatoes maybe, or 4 tomatoes, depending on how big they are, for 10 cents. 10 pesos. It's called 10 pesos. And I sometimes get small potatoes for another 10. And you can get some things, it's small batches, but you can get it, the smaller it is, you can get it for 10. But if it's bigger, then you're talking about 20 to 30. And just remember, people that are working and only getting 200 pesos, 30 pesos is just going to be for probably potatoes, and it's not a lot of potatoes. It won't last you the whole week. So it is very hard for the people over there, because there's just no jobs, and people that work for other people, they pay them, they work hard, and they get hardly no money at all. So now I'm going to explain to you guys what the pesos mean in American money. So the 1,600 pesos, which is what I pay for the guy to pick us up, it is $84.21. So for him to go all the way 3 hours away to put gas in his car, to pay all the tolls for us to pass, he has to take out from the $84.21 to and he has the remaining, depending on how much he uses. Now the 50 pesos that I showed you, the 50 peso thing, it's only $2.63. The 20 pesos, which is for the tortillas, a day, it's $1.05 American money. For 1,500, which I spend for the whole week of groceries, I might not even spend it all, but around 1,500, it's $78.94. The 800 pesos, which is, let's say if I go 1 week, 800 pesos, people have to basically work 4 days to get the 800. And basically I can spend that in a day if I go buy what I need of groceries. It is $42.10 approximately. 250 pesos, it's equals to $13.15. So you figure that people that are working 8 hours a day, getting 200 pesos, they get $10.52 a day by working all day long, 8 hours, and working hard to get $10.52 a day. Also, the people that do get $300 pesos, they get $15.78, but they have to work extra to be able to get that, and maybe more hours to be able to get the $15.78. And us, that we have to, sometimes I've put 1,000 pesos in my truck all at once, because if it's empty, we have to put extra, because that pickup is a older pickup and a big pickup, and that pickup wastes a lot of gas, and we put 1,000 pesos, which equals to American money around $52.63, which the people there, again, we put 1,000 all at once. When people over there, to get 1,000, they have to basically work the whole week. So it is hard for the people to work there. And they do work hard all day. They're always busy in order to make their money to be able to live. But I honestly like going over there, and people, they already know me. They call me the güera when I get there, and I really like the way that they live over there. But in order to live over there, or to be over there, I need my American money to be able to get there and buy what I need. If not, then I think I would be very stressed out. So that's something that I wanted to share with you guys. Over there, when I go do my budgeting, I'm going to budget you guys are going to see that I'm going to make several videos of budgeting my money for the week, plus what I need to budget for my gas since I'm there. Because when we get there, we do, we get a lot of invites from the family, and a comadre of mine, we get a lot of invites to go. So we do waste pretty good gas. So I'm going to budget for the whole week. I'm also going to, when I go by at the plaza, which is at the market, I am going to show you guys when I'm buying how much I am buying and what is the amount that I'm giving them, so that all of you can know how different countries, how they live, and how they are able to buy, and what they have for the people to buy over there, and how the meats are, how they have the meats and all that. I'm going to make several videos of that while I'm there, and then I will bring them with me, because over there the internet is very bad. So it is very hard for me to, even if I wanted to send videos for my son to put them on YouTube, I wouldn't be able to do that because of the fact that the internet, it really is very, very bad over there. So this is something that I think that you guys are going to like, and I'm going to try to make it as fun as I can. And I'm going to show you guys, maybe things that you guys are courteous to know. And I will show you how my husband has his avocados and things. It's going to be a little bit different, but also I'm going, maybe by that time, I don't know if his brother already sold the avocados, but if not, we can show you how we pick them, how we sell them, and what we get of money from them, and which you work hard and to get maybe 1,500 pesos when I put gas in my car for 1,000 pesos, and I'm only left over with 500 after we sell the avocados. But as we are months and months over here, and his brother sells things, he takes his half and collects our half. So when we get there, we have a little bit of money to live over there while we're there. So I just wanted to explain a little bit of how it goes and why we like going over there and why we go over there too, because my house over there is locked up. We don't have nobody living there. And I'm going to show you how the houses are over there, especially mine. It's going to be a little bit different videos. I hope you guys are going to like it. And but it's got to do with budgeting too. But I just want to show you guys a little bit more of when we go over there, what we do, and it's always nice to know about other countries. You know how they live, what what you do, and all that. And when I get there, what I do, and how people live. So I'm just gonna let you guys know of and when I do go by my Seven Up across the street, there's a little store. They call them tiendas. They have them every house, not every house, but every road has like 2 or 3, if not tortillas. It's like little stores where you can just pick up little things that you need, that you don't want to go to the up to the market to go buy. You buy it there at your little where your road is. You buy there. So my neighbor across the street, she has a little tienda, which is a little store, and there we buy little things that we don't want to go to the pueblo or more towards like the city to go buy, which it's not that far from us anyways. But I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of how they live, and I'm going to budget for my week, and then when I get home, I'm going to show you what I bought for how much money it was and how much money the people make. I just want you guys to see how blessed we are here, and we, like the Mexican says, échale ganas. So it's like put your effort into it, by working hard and saving and budgeting. Thank God that we can budget a little bit, if not a lot, but a little bit, we can budget, because our money over here, even though everything is expensive, but yet our money over here, it lasts more than their money over there. So I wanted to thank all of you if you stayed until the end of me explaining the way that the Mexican people live there. I want to thank you. Goodbye.